9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, what's up, Ballsville and friends? Welcome to another episode of the Ballsville podcast. We are going to make this one short and sweet so we can all get back to our March Madness games. Real quick around the horn, we got Chris. Chris, how you doing tonight?
Oh, great. I'm just watching basketball in the background and talking to you fine gentlemen.
How about you, Ethan? I figure you're doing the same.
Oh, yeah. I got a little basketball right here, but I'm locked into the show. Good to be here.
How about you, Zoobs? How you doing tonight?
Man, not bad. It's cold up here, but, spring is on the horizon, so.
So good to have you back, Jeffrey. It's always nice having you on the show. You guys as well. We have a lot to get to. Plus, there's March Madness going on in the background. I know I want to get back to it too. This is my first year, and we're kind of caught up in the craze. When in the deep end with 6 brackets. So we'll recap on that in a minute here. But let's just jump right into it, guys. A lot of show to get to. We're going to start off first just talking about where we're at with the Highlander game. We're here with both of the managers, Chris and Ethan. We do have a roll tonight for League number 3. That is Negan. League 4 rolled last week. I know you guys are making it somewhat of a competition, it seems like. Chris hates it. Tell us about it, Chris.
Me. I think it was more important for Ethan to have his filled than it was for mine. I don't care as long as they get filled.
All right. Well, I am going to plug in this laptop here in a second. Ethan, tell us about the Highlander and what you're looking forward to.
Tonight I'm looking forward to DJ and Christopher up there getting number 18 again. But no,
this week I'm getting top 5.
I'm looking forward to drafting in these leagues and just competing with the league mates, seeing who does not know how to draft that well and gets eliminated week 1. And hopefully that isn't anybody, but it's got to be somebody. So, and just being active on the waivers again.
So we are going to do the freebie giveaway. We've been fortunate enough to be in a position where we can give back to our players, which is something we love to do. We do that in the form of the mini games and the free entry that we are going to do. Why wait? We're going to do it right now. There are 18 players in this guillotine league, but 3 of them are sitting up here on the panel, myself and your managers, Chris and Ethan. And these guys and myself decided to exclude ourselves from this free entry giveaway. So if you're in this league, number 3, Negan, you have a 1 out of 15 chance of getting a freebie. You guys have anything to say before we roll this?
Good luck, guys.
Yeah, good luck. May the best man or woman win.
And I do have something else to say because we did have a generous donation from one of our players who decided he was going to add on 4 free entries to give away for later leagues. But this one goes to E. Bailey.
Nice.
Congrats.
We will get you that in your DMs. And then a little later in the show, we are going to roll for draft order for Negan. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But we're looking forward to this, guys. We have the next couple of leagues open. They are filling now. How many spots do we have for these, Chris?
So in number 5, Horseman, we've got 4 spots left. And number 6, Necromancer, we have 5 spots left. So get in there while you can, and we will open 7 as soon as both of 5 and 6 are filled.
Absolutely. And we knew our audience was going to be low, guys. The banner was just up to enter madness. We want you to actually go and enter that after the show is over. We'll do another free roll next week for those of you that comment on the video after it's posted. We're going to give away one of the freebies today for the big game based off of who commented on last week's show. We have 11 entries there, so the odds are pretty good there as well. So if you're following along, we're giving you really good odds at getting these free entries just for hanging out with us during the off season. You know, we expect a lot of people to come back as soon as March Madness is over and the NFL draft starts getting talked about. People will return. We see it every year. We've been doing this for a while. We're going to jump right into a game.
Who's that player?
All right, guys, I prepared a game for us. I did a lot of this work last week. We're going to go ahead and just give you a couple clues about players, and the people on the panel here and you guys in chat can jump in once you know the player. We'll just jump right into it. All right, this first player, kind of a giveaway. It's going to get a little harder here. This year 5 wide receiver restructured his contract with his new AFC West team.
It's simple. I know who it is.
Go just shout it out.
Waddle.
Jalen Waddle. First clue. Bubba, can you plug me in?
I honestly thought that was a woman in a jersey in a football uniform.
Yeah, that's the Waddle, man. You can
with
tell.
the little skirt. Yeah,
I honestly couldn't tell.
that's hilarious. Jalen Waddle was the answer. 1 point for Zubakis. Hopefully, someone's keeping track.
Yeah,
what's up?
I'm-
All right, cool. What's up in the chat, guys? We have Zach, Todd, Nick, Cyborg, Craig. You guys welcome in. We're playing a little game here. This player finished as RB18 in 2025, despite being the RB1 in week 5 and the RB2 in week 6 and 9.
Derrick Henry.
Ashton Genty.
Negative. Okay, anybody? No, going forward. Oh, I just did that. Well, it's Rico Tattle.
God.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have got that.
This player broke 1,000 yards in Dallas despite getting only 70% of the snaps 5 times, only 5 games with 70% of the snaps. So, yeah, Rico Dowdle, no point. I gave that one away.
Man, I wouldn't have guessed that in a million years.
I wouldn't have either.
So the clues, there's 3 clues. The third clue is progressively easier to guess the player. But the second category is going to be a little bit difficult, and you'll see why once the category is revealed. So you're going to get a point for guessing the player right, and then you're going to get an additional 2 points if you can guess the category, which is what all these players have in common. So far we have Waddle, we have Rico Dowdle. Player number 3. This wide receiver was drafted 24th overall in 2018, going to the NFC South. NFC
Is
South.
that-
Okay.
Oh my God.
Chris Godwin?
London.
Nope. Okay, this player finished as the wide receiver 6 in 2023, catching passes from Tyler Bagent and Justin Fields.
DJ Moore?
DJ Moore, is that Zoobs?
Wah.
That's 2 points for Zoobs. All right, guys, you got to catch up. Here we go. This player was a 5th-round pick coming out of Cincinnati in 2022. That's not going to help you much. He was the RB16 his sophomore year after the starter for his team suffered a season-ending knee injury in week 2. The starter for his team, an RB16 his sophomore year. Okay. So he was drafted in 22, so starting RB that got injured in 23 gave this guy the opportunity.
Isaiah
Number 3.
Pacheco?
No, but that's a great guess.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Any other guesses? All right, number 3. Despite producing on the field with the opportunity, his opportunity died down, and eventually he would get buried in 2025 when this AFC North team would draft 2 rookies in front of him.
Chubb.
Is it Samaje Piran or am I?
No,
Yeah.
that was a great guess, Chris.
Jerome Ford.
Two. Jerome Ford. Zoobs get it. Oh man, yeah, he was an RB16 his sophomore year, and then I mean,
Really? I would.
Oh, I got the team right. I just didn't get the player right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it was the
Yeah.
Browns. I was like, it can't. In my head, I was like, it can't be Jerome Ford. There's no freaking way.
Chubb was the player that got injured. He was part of the clue, so you were real close, man, sniffing it out. So that's the third point for Zoos, man. We're looking at 3-0 here, guys.
But yeah,
Right. Next player. The stance is a clue. This player was selected 7th overall to the NFC South in 2014. 2014.
Man. Mike Evans.
Mike Evans.
Golly. I was thinking him, but
All right, so that's 4-0, guys. That's the end of the first category. So the question is, what's that category? What do these players all have in common?
They've all switched teams this year.
Bro, all players have switched teams, almost verbatim. That is 6 points for Zubicus. Who invited this guy?
y'all must have went over it before I got in here.
Oh man, no, this has been this is just to my knowledge. Zoobs is on fire. All right, guys, that's the end of our first category. We're going to take a minute and pass it to Zoobs, our front runner here. Zubicus is the manager for the Beasts of Dynasty. Now he gets to hang out because that's a startup game, and those 16 leagues are already paid up. We have our April 1st deadline approaching for 2027 dues. We have 54 players unpaid in the Dragons out of 192. We have 46 players unpaid in the Heroes out of 192 spots. So we're about, I would say about 70% paid in. But Zoobs, you get to kick back and just kind of hang out because your leagues are paid up, man. How's that feel?
It's been nice. I've been seeing the messages flying in the other ones and the Heroes and the Dragons and the leagues I'm in, and yeah, I've just been chilling out with the Beast, just like, hey, all I got to do is make sure we get to the draft in a couple weeks, So
you'll get to look forward to that next year when you're
I
getting
know.
payments in.
Yep, wrangling cats, I'm sure.
So it is tedious work, guys, but there's a reason. Like the way that, and like I said, this is year 6. We've been doing this. The way that our games are structured, if you're with us at the end of the season, the mini leagues, they wear out first, and then the big game wears out, and then we're left with redraft and dynasty, and those dwindle down to the finals, and it's less to keep track of. And all this stuff is on purpose. So right now, the mini leagues are dying down. The last 20 leagues are finishing their draft. And so we have downtime, and that downtime is attributed from now until we get all leagues paid up in April and all orphans filled. That's where our attention is in these dynasty leagues. And then once they're situated, we schedule the rookie draft, and that starts automatically, and we turn our attention to the big game, right? And that's what we're all looking forward to. Right, Ethan? Big game?
The big game.
All right, guys, let's move on into category 2. We said we're going to make this short and sweet and get back to some basketball. Who's that player? Category number 2. It'd be nice if I had my clues up. All right, here we go. This player was drafted at pick 20, and he came out of Oregon State. It's been a while.
Nick would know this.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, where's Nick
Yeah.
when you need him?
Yeah, Nick and Joey. Joey wanted to be a part of the college version of this. All right, so clue number 2. This AFC East receiver had 5 catches for 78 yards in his 2025 playoff loss. That's a clue. It's a good clue, but it's going to be tricky. I'll say it again. This AFC East receiver had 5 catches for 78 yards in his 2025 playoff loss.
It's Devontae Adams.
No, but that's a great clue. That would be NFC West, though.
Oh shoot! Yep, wrong. Yep.
It's difficult. All right, here we go. Clue number 3. This receiver has played for these teams: the Saints, the Patriots, the Rams, the Texans, the Cowboys.
Brandon Cooks.
Oh my gosh.
5 for
Nice.
78 in 2025.
Yeah, a lot. Yep, he did. That's a great guess. So that's a point for Ethan.
Was that when he was on the
All right.
Bills? Was on the?
Yeah, I'm like blanking, but he said all them teams, and I'm just like, oh, that's Brandon Cooks right there.
He's on the
Dang.
Bills
I
now.
don't remember 5 for 78 for him though. I don't even know he was still playing like that.
Dude, it blew my mind to see that. I knew you guys are gonna like that one. That blew my mind.
Was that on Houston?
Remember?
What team was that on
No, he was with the Bills.
when that happened? Really?
That's crazy because Shakir was catching like 12 passes in the game.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Next chance we get, somebody fact check just to make sure. Or if you're in the audience, go ahead and fact check. But that's what I got. I double checked it and I was like, all right, cool.
That's wild.
All right. So person number 1 was Brandon Cooks. Player number 2. This tight end was a first round pick drafted to the AFC South out of UCLA.
AFC South.
Yeah. Difficult. Yeah, think of the teams in the AFC South. His nickname
Kyle
is
Pitts.
Big Dog. No. Okay, his nickname is Big Dog, which may be due to his 6'6" stature, but maybe due to his experience.
Mo Alley Cox.
Nope.
Ooh, that's
Not a bad guess. All right, clue number 3. This should help out. He started his career as the premier tight end in Jacksonville before settling into a backup role for Denver in 2025. He also played with Aaron Rodgers.
Evan Ingram. Wait, you already said that?
No.
It's not Evan Ingram.
Nope,
Okay.
it's a name. This is going to be the hardest one out of the whole game.
It's not Ingram. Okay. Played with Aaron Rodgers.
No.
Yep, he played with Aaron Rodgers too. All right, 3, 2.
Hold on.
Oh, it's on loop. Thanks, guys. I'm talking to myself.
I
You're
know.
super wrong. No, this one's difficult, guys. This is Mercedes Lewis.
Oh.
Wow.
Why is he part of this? You're going to see why at the end of this segment. Okay. Player number 3. This Purdue running back spent 2025 backing up a rookie in the AFC West. So Purdue running back.
You're talking
year.
about he played for Miami. He's the old guy.
Well, you helping him?
Miami.
Raheem Mostert.
Nice.
I couldn't think of his name. I knew who he was. I couldn't think of his name.
I don't think Ethan wants to give you that point, but
We can have that point, Chris. Let's have it.
Okay, there it is, 0.5. So Ethan has 1.5, Chris has 0.5, and Zubikis 6, right? Dang.
Yep.
Okay, so we have Cooks, Mercedes Lewis, and Raheem Mostert.
This is a real rogues gallery of players we got going on here, Alex.
Yeah, this category is the most difficult one, and I kind of you'll see why at the end. Okay, this player, this quarterback was taken 18th overall.
Matt Ryan.
Out of Delaware.
Matt Ryan.
18th overall in his class out of Delaware. Matt Ryan is incorrect. Not a bad guess.
He looks like Joe Flacco.
That was Matt Ryan.
Joe Flacco, because he looks like him.
I was going to say Flacco. It looked like Matt Ryan and Flacco, to be fair.
Oh man, clue number 2 is fun. In week 4 of last year, he started for the team that he played against to start the season.
Yeah.
That would have got it for me.
Oh, number 3 too is pretty obvious. This player had 283 yards and 3 touchdowns in his 2013 Super Bowl win, the infamous blackout Super Bowl. This was the swan song for Ray Lewis. I was there. I watched it. I wasn't there, but I was alive. All right, Joe Flacco. Next guy. That silhouette's pretty
Keenan
obvious.
Allen.
I was going to say.
Was that Chris?
No, that was Ethan.
That was Ethan. Oh, Ethan, you're at 3.5.
Keenan Allen when I see anything with Keenan Allen.
He had 777 yards last year. Oh man. Okay, cool. I'm glad you got that because the clues weren't that great. Anybody keeping track of the score here?
So
I got 2.5.
I'm
Yeah.
at 1.5.
we got 1.5 for Chris, 2.5 for Ethan, and I'm still at 6. So
Okay, yeah, you guys held Zubikis out on that one. So okay, so 2 points. What's that category? What do they have in common?
Old.
yeah, they're all over 30. I don't know.
Well, all right, I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds to be more specific. 3, 2,
I don't know.
1.
all over the age of 34.
See, that's correct, but it's not what we're looking for. What we're looking for is they are actually the oldest players at their position.
There is no way Mercedes Lewis is active.
That's why
He
Mercedes
is.
Lewis is in there. Yep. Okay.
Yep, Mercedes Lewis is active. He is currently. Oh man, I lost that spot. Yeah, he hasn't retired yet,
Wow.
and he is 41. Otherwise, it would be Kelsey.
That's okay. I just found out, two or 3 days ago, T.Y. Hilton just retired. Did you guys know that he was still active?
No, I did not. But
He was on apparently he was on Dallas's squad last year, in case you were wondering.
What in the world?
oh man, that's yeah. I don't think he started any or played any, did he?
No, he didn't play. I would have known.
Ethan, he knows things. All right, guys, we're going to take another break. We have one more category to go through. We're actually on a good pace, and if we can make it through this game, we have a couple trades that we'll go over. If we run too long, we'll just hold them off for next week. We're trying to get back into the NCAA here. But I want to pass the mic over to Chris and Ethan. You guys want to give us a little update on Bracketville and how that's going?
Currently, I'm tied for third in Bracketville. Seeing good results so far, pending these next couple rounds. I'm sure anything can happen. I would say if you're in the top 50 or so, you still got a shot.
Yeah, I'm also somehow tied for third. Me and Chris do not have the same bracket. Me and Chris also have I think a decent chance to win, but like Chris said, anything can happen. Our brackets can fall off with the games tonight. I mean, anything can happen. So got some good games going on, and hopefully a member can win.
Did you guys nail your Sweet 16? Or did you have Florida?
Honestly, I've only got 13 out of the 16 teams in, but none of those teams I had making it past the Elite Eight, so hasn't hurt me yet.
Yeah, same. The teams that I lost, I only had winning like 1 or 2 more games. It wasn't nothing like in the Final Four or nothing.
So, for those of you that don't know, we did have a mini game number 1, which was normally the draft predictor, which is number 2 now. We'll talk about that in a minute. But mini game number 1 was Bracketville, and we did a March Madness edition. If you were with us at the end of last year, we did another mini game to end that season, and that was also Bracketville, but that was playoff edition, and we were picking our playoff teams and scores and whatnot, and that was a different contest, but it was the mini game themed Bracketville. And for this year, we have Lucky Penguin leading, and he's got
Florida
31. Yeah, so 41. Yeah, so good job to him. We're actually in a contest with a guy that is number 2 on the Sleeper app. So that's pretty interesting. Shout out to Cyborg and his game there. Zoobs, do you play this often? Are you into March Madness?
Yeah, I started getting into March Madness a couple years ago from my home league for fantasy football. We always did a March Madness bracket, and then I got hooked into Cyborgs a couple years ago, through Ballsville. And then I'm doing the Bracketville this year. I'm right in the middle of the pack. I'm like tied for 168th or something. So but again, that doesn't mean much, right now. After these Sweet 16 games, that could all kind of shuffle out different. So, we'll see.
Yeah, this is my first year, and I gotta say, I don't know why I waited so long. I get the craze, man. It's a lot of fun to just watch these games, especially when you're in the Discord watching it with you guys. So
yeah, it's a nice little palate cleanser from the football. It gives you this kind of other thing to focus on for a couple weeks, and yeah,
it's got me looking forward to one of the mini games that we're gonna have later, and that's the Survivor. NFL Survivor
Yes.
football.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
Same
I'm glad
vibe.
you said that. So what we're going to do is we're going to have so the mini leagues are kind of getting archived and they don't need to be disturbed. We promised them a survivor game, so we'll make a sweep through there and see who's aware, and they'll get their own little version of it. But we're also going to do one for the big game, one for the dynasty leagues, one for the redraft leagues, one for the Highlander, and one for the Gauntlet. So every game that you're in is going to come with the mini games. And while we're on the subject, guys, the mini games are our way of giving back to you. You know, you guys do your part to support Ballsville. You play in our games. You create the surplus that comes to our budget. We use that budget for a lot of things. There's kind of things out there in the world right now. You know, people are kind of flaunting the fact that they're, you know, on the silver spooner side and they're able to just kind of pay out of pocket, you know, dish it out, you know, all avenues. Well, that's not our style. I built Ballsville 6 years ago, and we've through the years just kind of built as a community together with your guys' help and grown to know each other and stuff like that. I'm a blue collar worker. I'm not a silver spooner. You know, if I had money to burn like that, I would feed it in. I do feed my own money into the game and stuff like that. But when we do have a surplus, it ensures when people leave that it's not going to destroy the league. It's not going to destroy the leagues that you're in. It gives us the ability to provide, you know, the website, the podcast, the Discord, all that stuff. And then to show appreciation to our managers. They play for a little balance at the end of the year, just because this is all work, guys. You know, I put in at least 3 hours a day on the Sleeper app doing preparation and stuff like that. Some people want to, you know, flaunt their money and throw it around, but as a businessman, that's not a model for success. So not to elaborate on it too much, there's a lot of words being flung around, and we just want to have fun and play fantasy football, you know. So
And not only that, but we have members of our community donating, and all of that money goes out in the form of freebies. And you're not finding that where they're talking the crap. So they can keep chirping. It ain't true. So have fun with that.
yeah, and we have players that are there's if we had anger, it wouldn't be misplaced, but we're more focused on the positive and moving forward, having a good time, and you know, getting back into the games. That's why we're here. We just want to have fun with it, and we enjoy your guys' company. We'll just go ahead and jump right into the third category. How about that?
Let's do it.
All right, guys, you got to catch Zoobs. He's got 6 points. Player number 1.
Zay Flowers.
The silhouettes are
Bryce
helping,
Young.
right? Wait, what'd you say?
Bryce Young.
Bro.
Oh, you're killing me. Oh man. This top prospect came out of Alabama and landed in the NFC South. This 5'10" quarterback had his best finish last year at quarterback 19. This player supported a wide receiver 16 finish from rookie Tedera McMillan last year. Okay.
I don't
Who's
think
that
anybody
again?
can catch Zoobs now.
Who's gonna pop
that was
off
Zoobs?
here?
We need a couple more of these.
Oh man. Zoobs, you a good sport. What do you say? Should we double the points going forward?
Yeah, double them. Double or nothing.
All right. Zubik already won, but we're gonna keep going. All right,
Yeah,
double
so he
points.
can beat us by even more.
All right. Before I show the silhouette, this next player, this NFC West player finished number 2 at his position.
Christian McCaffrey.
Puka Nakua.
You got a guess, Zoobs?
NFC West. Nah, give me number 2.
Trey McBride.
All right. Okay. This pass catcher was taken 20th overall coming out of Ohio State.
NFC West.
Oh shoot.
This receiver didn't lose a game after mid-November.
JSN.
JSN for 2 points.
I don't know why I did not think of him.
Yeah, I was on a
Number 2. Wait, you said number 2 in position. So yeah, Puka would have been first then.
Mm-hmm. All right, before we show the silhouette, this next player, this AFC South player, had his best finish as a rookie, where he ended
Puka.
11 at his position. Huh?
Egbuka.
No. Ethan, Zoobs, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. In the 2022 Rose Bowl, this quarterback had a record-breaking performance where he threw 573 yards and 6 touchdowns.
CJ Stroud.
C.J. Stroud. Boom. This Ohio State quarterback had the good fortune of having these receivers. Marvin
I
Harrison.
thought you said
Jr.,
NFC South.
Yeah, that's what threw me off too. I thought you said that. Now I was like, that looks like Stroud's hair.
Oh, wait. I did say AFC South.
I thought you said
No.
NFC South. Or I
I
thought,
thought you said NFC South. NFC South. Back to the tape.
Oh, man. Was that Zubicus? That was Zoobs, huh?
Yeah.
All right. All right. This next player, this 6'2" wide receiver was drafted out of TCU to the AFC West.
Quentin Johnston.
Quentin Johnston. Boom.
Nice.
Good one. All right. Yeah, the clues there kind of suck too, so I'm glad you got that. This player, this USC receiver is not the number one on his team, but has still managed to reach just under 2,400 receiving yards in just 3 years.
I feel like I can get
Not Wandale Robinson, is it?
No, but that's a pretty solid guess.
Yes, yeah.
He has accumulated 22 touchdowns despite his team's quarterback insecurities in the NFC North. Oh, the audience got it. Nick got it. In 2024, he had a quarterback who was drafted 3rd overall leave and win the Super Bowl elsewhere. Yeah, Jordan Addison. Nick gets that point. All right, and clue number 4 is this player should be on voluntary house arrest.
Jeez.
Jordan Addison. And all right, guys, and then for the win, what is the category? What is these players were? Bryce Young, JSN, CJ Stroud, Quentin Johnston, and Jordan Addison. What do they all have in common?
Were they all drafted the same year? Were they all drafted? And
That's worth half a point. What year? What year?
oh, 23.
23.
Yeah.
23. Yes. All drafted in. They're all actually first round picks. So that's Quentin Johnston and Jordan Addison were also in the
All
first
players are
round.
drafted in the Fused round.
They all
You're
were.
like a sniper for typos.
They all were in the first round that year. That's right. Dang.
Yeah. So audience, man, I gotta get hotkeys for these. Like this. Yeah, that's the game. Duplicate is the clear cut winner there. What'd you guys think? Pretty cool.
I like that.
Horrible at it, but yeah.
Oh man, so it's a lot of fun.
So,
But it does require work.
The silhouettes might be a little bit of a giveaway with some of them, though. So we might need to work on that. But
yeah, the silhouettes were like where I was getting mine.
All right, guys. Where are we at? We're at 33 minutes. All right, let's browse through a little bit of the trade talk. Let's find this dumb little. Here we go.
Trade Talk. Ballsville is excellent.
All right, so if you're not in Dynasty, the Dynasty leagues they've been booming. You know, I don't know if you guys are in Dynasty, but they're kind of off the hook right now. Everybody's being so active. People like Brady, Todd Barber, Jay Morris. We're going to get into it. Our first trade on the board is going to be out of Tsunami. That's E. Bailey getting Shadur Sanders and the 212 and giving up Romeo Dobbs to Nickel City Records. We'll go to you first, Ethan. Tell us what you think about this and what you think about Shadur.
I'm trying to think.
Ethan?
I'm just trying to think.
Okay.
I mean, all this depends on. It's hard to say. I don't think that 212 is going to be worth anything this year, really. And then Shadur, I mean, I mean, I'd like to see him succeed, but I think I'd take the Dobbs side in this. He's shown highlights last year, and as of right now, as of this moment, he's Drake May's #1 receiver. So I'd take the Dobbs side.
What about you, Chris? You agree?
I agree. It's sort of devil's advocate though. If Sanders starts this year, he's got a chance to make that side better. But I'm under the impression that Watson is going to get the chance to start again in Cleveland.
All right, guys, hold on. I'm going to go off script here. All right, it is August, and Shador has been named the starter for the Browns. Chris, give me your take on this trade.
Give me the Cleveland. Give me the Sanders side. He's getting another shot to start.
All right, cool. Let's rewind it back to Ethan. Ethan, do you agree? Does the Shador side take this if he's starting?
Yes, because if he can, I mean, if he can show that he belongs, then yeah, the sure side wins all day. If he's going to remain a starter in the NFL, and if he's named the starter pretty early, then yeah, I'd stick with Shador.
What about you, Zoobs? You agree? Would you take the Shador side here?
Yeah, if he's the starter, yeah, I mean, you kind of have to. QBs are a hot commodity, especially in our dynasty formats. So, yeah, and he showed a couple flashes last year. So I don't think he's the worst quarterback ever. So yeah,
and let's not forget Pro Bowl.
Yeah,
Pro Bowl selection.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, I don't mind it either way. I think it's kind of a roll of the dice for E. Bailey. He could come out on top, as we just demonstrated. But at the moment right now, with the insecurity, if anybody else starts for Cleveland and Shador just kind of gets pushed to the bench, and that's his career, then the Dobbs side would win. Right now, I think I'd feel more secure with the Romeo Dobbs side. Yep. Trade number 2, coming out of Shadow. I cut that off, didn't I? All right. Tyler Warren, Chris Godwin, and Bijan Robinson. This is a blockbuster. Todd Barber is getting Brock Bowers, Jaden Higgins, JCM, Rashad White, Malik Willis, JoJo favorite, and a 2027 first. And the top player is DM Northern Wizard. Let's go to you, Zoobs. There's a lot to digest here. We have a quarterback in the mix on the bottom with Malik Willis. I don't know what you believe in him. What do you think about this trade?
I mean, I've been pretty vocal on the Discord. I don't believe in Malik Willis. People, and then after everything that Miami did this year, just getting rid of all their assets, he's set up to fail. I mean, what's he going to be, like quarterback 29 this year? Maybe. I mean, everybody's like, oh, he's going to rush. He's going to rush. Okay. He spot started for Green Bay the last 2 years, and he was okay in those spot starts. If I'm looking at this, I'm going with the top side. Warren's a really young asset who's going to be with you for a while. Bijan is, theoretically or could be the RB1 this year. Chris Godwin's kind of on the decline. This might be his last good year if he doesn't get injured again. But I think I like that side a little bit better.
Okay, I like that you said that. Let's fast forward a couple months here, and let's say that Chris Godwin has gone down to injury. Chris, do you like this trade as it is now, and do you like it if we factor in another Chris Godwin injury?
I was already on the other side of this. I'm thinking that the Krosky, Merritt, and White, if Washington does not draft Love, if he comes to them, if he's there at their position in the draft, those are going to be the RB1, RB2 combo in Washington. He's got one position squared away in case of need. Bowers is better than Warren. I don't care what anybody says. Higgins could be better than Godwin by the end of the year. So you're talking about Bijan for Krosky, White, Willis, and a 2027 first. And I think that makes up for it, in my opinion, for Bijan.
I like how you broke that down. What about you, Ethan? You agree with that take?
I really like how Chris broke that down too, but I would much rather have Bijan than Krosky, Merritt, White, Willis. I think Willis is terrible. And the 27 first. The 27 first, I mean, I do. People talk about the 27 class like they're just. I'm not a big college football fan. Like, I'm not just. I mean, I watch a little bit and like I know who comes up, but people have been talking about this 27 class coming up for a while, and we know this 27 class is going to be really good. But and I mean, I think Todd get what, like Chris was saying, what he should get for those options available. I mean, for the options that he gave away. Bowers is still the top tight end. Higgins, I think after this year or next year will, surpass Godwin in value. But I do think as of right now, Godwin can still hold the A1 role for the Tampa receiver. Evans is out. Egbuka fell off of a cliff last year. I mean, Godwin's still the reliable. So I think that he'll still produce, but he is getting older, so his values fell off. But if it was me, I think I would take the top side just because of that guy Bijan. But it's
did you take the top or the bottom one here, Zoobs? I didn't catch that.
Top one, top for me.
So we have 2 for the top. Chris likes the bottom side. I like the way Chris broke that down. I think if those Washington running backs do get that role and they can produce. The problem is Bijan is a golden boy. And that 2027 first, even if it is like an early first, if something falls off the rails for Northern Wizard there, I think it's still Bijan over that player because he's producing now. I think it's not too bad of a trade, but I'll go with the crew and take the top side just because having Bijan in that roster right there as my RB1, right? He's your guys' RB1 for the year?
yes.
Yeah.
Or you got Gibbs?
Bijan, but Gibbs is not far off.
No, look, now that Pacheco's there, I mean, you got to. That's my boy.
No, we ain't worried about this.
It's comeback season. It's comeback season for Pacheco, boys. Come on.
See, if you ever wonder if you can trust Zubikis, that's an indication right there. He has never let off the gas pedal for his boy Pacheco.
That's real.
All right, guys, we're going to move on to the next one there. Here we have out of Smog, we have Brady taking Mike Evans, Christian McCaffrey, and Kyron Williams. So win now package. He is giving up Jalen Reed, Luther Burden, 27 first and second. We'll go to you first, Ethan. Tell us what you think about this and which side you would prefer.
I mean, me personally, I'd rather have the bottom side because the 27 class, and I think Burden is a lot more valuable than those assets up there. And Jaden Reed, I'm still high on Jaden Reed, believe it or not. And but no, I mean, I can see what Brady's doing. He's getting the vets. I think he's trying to secure a championship. I think if he does, I think he makes up for it. But I mean, I think I'd rather have the bottom side. I think the 27 first will be worth more than. I think Burden of the 27 first alone will be worth more than that whole side next year. McCaffrey will be 30 plus, and Evans will be 33, 34. I mean, he'll be about out the league. And Kyron, I don't know about him still to this day.
What about you, Zoobs?
Yeah, I mean, it's classic win now over, rebuild right there. So I think I go with the bottom two because, man, yeah, that 2027 first and Luther Burden, those two assets right there are what really kind of would tickle my fancy, I think Burden's really good. Now that DJ Moore's out, I think it's going to be 1A, 1B, kind of like in Cincinnati for Burden and Dunze. And I think Burden might be the 1A, honestly.
I've been hearing that.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty good take there. I agree with you guys that Luther Burden and that first are probably the best assets in this trade, especially long term. I think, ironically, Christian McCaffrey, if I'm not mistaken, is going above Luther Burden in startups. Probably something to fact check. Chris, what do you think about this? Who wins this trade?
Even thinking about the future, I'm thinking the present. Burden right now is better than Evans. Coming into this season, he is better than Evans.
You're not wrong. I don't think you're wrong.
McCaffrey, what has he got? probably a year or two left. Maybe 2025 numbers, maybe. That 2027
It's an odd
first
year.
is that 2027 first is well worth what you're giving away with McCaffrey and Kyron Williams. He's got somebody breathing down his neck in Corum, so I would think that the second and Reed is more valuable than Williams to me. So I would take the bottom.
So it looks like we have a unanimous decision here for the bottom, Adam C, because this is Dynasty, obviously. But if I'm Brady and I have like a stacked roster and I can afford to give away a Luther Burden because he was going later in drafts, I know I got him in the second round of rookie drafts last year. Kyron Williams just signed an extension, so that's an asset that might retain value. But Evans and McCaffrey, I mean, you got to win the championship. If you win the championship, then the trade is worth it. If you don't, then it's a big L. But I think we're all taking the Luther Burden side here. Next up in Zeno, this is our managers league. We have our own, sorry for cussing, getting Cam Scattaboo, the 102 and the 211, giving up Luther Burden again and Ashton Genty. Now, this is one of those trades. I know when you pull the trigger and you send those players away, you go, let me find out what people think about this one. Well, tell us about it, Chris. Tell us about your process.
So the only thing I was thinking about is hope and pray that Mendoza isn't a bust, because my only starting quarterback is Jacoby Brissett on this team.
Ooh.
So I had to do something. And if it doesn't work out, I will have the first round pick be a good one in 2027. So, I mean, Burden hurts me, but that's the one position. Well, no, actually, it was a running back position that I could afford to get rid of a running back. I had like 5 really good running backs. So I get rid of Genty. Scatabo actually averaged more points per game fantasy-wise than Genty did last year, so I didn't think that was too much of a downgrade. So the first and a second for Burden, with the difference between what Genty should be and what Scatabo will be when he comes back. I just thought it was close to being even. It didn't seem like a bad trade to me. I get to shore up at least one quarterback spot if he pans out. If he doesn't, it'll work out for me in the end too for next year.
Well, see, that's some long-term thinking. That's how you build a decent roster in Dynasty. I will say, I am in this league, and I typically have a QB3, and I always take that as a trade piece. So if you got running backs, that's the one position that I kind of sleep on in startups. Maybe we'll work something out, and maybe our trade will make the board here. Just give us a quick which side you would prefer, Ethan.
We're just talking about Luther Burden. I think I'd rather have Luther Burden side. I think personally Genty will make up for last year and be better with Mendoza.
What about you, Zoobs?
Yeah, I'm on that side too. I'm not really sold on Mendoza. But I'm wondering, what if Love drops to you there? You know, what if whoever's got the 101?
Well, I also thought that I have the 105 as well. So yeah. I felt like I get rid of Burden, I'm going to be able to replace him with one of the top 3 in the draft, and hopefully that guy can step up too. So it's not much of a loss for Burden leaving.
Yeah, it's you know, taking everything into account, it's not a bad trade. I think I do lean a little bit towards the Burden Genty side. I think Genty's going to have a breakout year this year, so that's just kind of what I'm banking on. But I mean, Scattaboo was good too, so yeah, I don't think it's that far off, honestly.
I agree with you on the Genty side because of the Koob signing and the Linderbaum. I think that offense is going to take a big step forward. If I'm a Raider fan, I'd be pretty excited for the year. But that's a common trend for Raider fans. Disappointment comes, after week 1. But they're talking about Mendoza not even starting. They're trying to get a veteran presence there. I heard a rumor that they might try to bring in Kirk Cousins. So if we go into the what if machine and now we have Kirk Cousins starting the year and you still need a quarterback, do you have a plan for a next move, Chris? Or are you just going to say screw it and maybe load up on 2 wide receivers?
If that's the case, I'm really planning on that 101 in 2027.
Which I've done before in rebuilds because it is by max points. So I've done that and just carried one quarterback and kind of tanked. We allow tanking, but you have to sell your players to tank because it's the points that are on your bench that count. So if you only have one quarterback and you can't start a second one, that's going to benefit you and elevate your draft pick. So I think on the surface, I would take the Z-Dub side, but considering Chris's explanation and his situation, when you really dive into it, it's a trade out of necessity, and the Scataboo that could work out in his favor. So I don't think it's that bad. But I Luther Burden's another golden boy, so I would take that side. And then here we go, guys. The last blockbuster trade that we have for tonight. This is Tennessee Nick. If you're still in the audience, this is him caving to peer pressure and sending Justin Fields for the 303. We'll go to you first, Ethan. I got to let you pick this one apart. Tell us what you think.
I think personally, like me personally, I would rather have the 303 because I think Justin Fields, he might play a game or two and then he's just back to nothing. Like Mahomes is going to be back. These doctors are different nowadays. They're ramping him up right now. He'll be ready. I think he'll be ready before the season starts. And I mean, it's a lot of questionables. I mean, I heard somebody ask why would they bring Fields in if Mahomes isn't ready, but
Right.
It's the end of March. I mean, they don't have a. I don't think they're gonna have a for sure answer right now. It's a precautionary thing to me. I think that he might play a game or two or three while Mahomes is still trying to recover. I take the 303 side. Fields is no value to me.
All right, we'll go over to you, Chris. Who wins this trade, and do you agree that it's collusion?
Neither win this trade. Both sides are trash. Both sides. It was like a bag of chips for a bag of chips, like Funyuns for.
And they're opened.
Yeah, both bags are open. Here, let me try some of that. Yeah, that's what it was.
What about you, Zoobs? Would you rather have Justin Fields or that 303?
So it's funny because I have Justin Fields in a different dynasty. With JoJo in that dynasty, and he's tried to get Fields off of me for a 3 before, and I kind of held Fields. I mean, he's still so athletic. I don't know, the 303 is just anything past the first round this year for draft picks is just you might as well just burn those picks. I mean, who are you getting at 303? I don't know. Yeah, nobody wins this trade, honestly. Nobody. This is a total just.
This is just a handshake.
It's trash or trash.
You guys found like some plastic toys from like Chuck E. Cheese, and you were trading them, to each other, and that's what this trade is to me.
I'd rather have $1 a tab.
I think that there's a clear winner here. I think it's Tennessee Nick for one purpose, because he doesn't have to have Justin Fields taking the roster spot, and it's going to allow him to go put on a waiver claim for the Jalen Tolberts or the Kenny McIntosh. Those are the guys that are getting picked up all throughout the dynasty leagues because we have deep benches and our players are sharp and will gain any advantage they can. So the moment that Malik Washington starts trending because of the Waddle trade, they jump on that. You're not going to find him on waivers anymore. He's gone. You got to be faster. So shout out to those two guys. And before we leave this screen, shout out to that image right there for Zeno. This is my favorite image for all the dynasty leagues. It's just so cool. All right, guys, we have one thing to talk about, and then we're going to get into our spinning, give away a freebie, and get up out of here and watch some basketball. The mini games. Number 2, draft predictor. So on draft night, we're going to invite you guys to come to the Discord. We're all going to be watching the draft. And the moment that somebody like Jordan Love gets picked, we're going to go to the spreadsheet, and you're going to be able to leave a comment that's going to score your own spreadsheet for that Jordan Love segment.
Jeremiah?
We're all going to Jeremiah, thank you. We're all going to move along as these players get drafted and see who scores, who guesses where they go, and the most accurate will be verified and will win an $85 prize That's $50 in cash and $35 in big game entries. That's 5 entries of $7. It's a very generous way to start off the big game season. And we want to share with you for being part of Ballsville. You have to be a Ballsville player, so you don't get to invite your friends to this one. But right now the odds are about like 1 of 12 to 1 of 15. The link is in the Ballsville hub. Get in there. Are you guys all have an entry yet?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to be in it to win it, guys. Somebody will win, and it could be you. So look for that in the hub. We'll refresh the link and watch the draft with us. Couldn't think of a better way to watch it. With that said, let's move on over to our big wheel. This is the Negan Leagues. We have 18 entrants. Real quick, we'll go down. It's Quicksilver, JoJo, Batmax, E. Bailey, Sorry for Cussing, Joey, Canuckaroo, Deadman Soul, Sarah, Chief's Life, DJ Ethan, EG Cowboy, Grizz Tony, Pressy, Todd Barber, B Silver, Cyborg, and myself. We're gonna roll, and person 18. We're gonna go from spot 18 up to spot number 1, and then right after this, we're gonna roll for our big game entry for those of you that commented on last week's podcast. We'll just start it. Number 18. And,
No. Oh,
Almost.
Oh,
Sarah.
oh, he was joking about this. He's gonna love to see this. Oh, it's not him. Oh, it moved to Sarah. You got lucky, Greg. So not Deadman Soul. That is Sarah M21, one of our managers, and she's doing great things, guys. She has songs in the running for the new Spider-Man. So if you find that, go vote for her. That's SKM Music.
there we
Shout
go.
out.
Oh,
Stop.
Oh, Chief's Life at number 17. You know what? I realized I didn't prepare a question for us tonight. You guys have any ideas for a question you want to ask? 16. Number 16. How about your favorite band? Who's your favorite band? Quicksilver. Zoobs, you got a favorite band?
Yeah. Actually, funny because my son was asking me this morning, and I was racking my brain on it because his favorite band's the Beatles, and mine is either I got an old school and a new school. Queen for old school.
Ooh, nice.
Because I just love Queen's catalog. New school, new school. I say new school, but I'm talking like late 90s. Weezer.
Weezer. Oh man. Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. I got to tell you something. My daughter came to me about a month ago and told me that I was a cool dad, and I said, "Why am I a cool dad?" And she says, "Because you like Radiohead and Weezer." And I said, "Baby, you like Radiohead and Weezer?" So,
Well, yeah,
yeah, good taste. We're doing something right over here.
we're doing something right.
Chris, what about you? You got a favorite band?
my favorite non-country band would probably be Stained. I really like Stained.
It's been a while.
I
Ethan.
I love Queen though too. So I was glad to hear Zubicus say Queen. That's one of my favorites as well.
That was Ethan at number 13. So you're on the back end, Ethan. So yeah, you agree with Queen. That's can't go wrong there. All right, Ethan, you got a favorite band, buddy?
I would probably go with the Beatles myself. I do like the Beatles.
No.
Yeah, get beside me.
Yeah, Beatles is probably
Neighbors.
3. They're probably number 3 for me.
I like the Beatles.
Yeah.
Well, I have a dad band, and I get a lot of flack around the house for it. But I found Volbeat a while ago, The Devil's Bleeding Crown, and I was like, this is my kind of voice, my kind of band. They're pretty elite. And then I heard Still Counting. Then I just checked out their catalog, and I was like, dude, none of these are. I wouldn't skip any of these. So I have their entire discography loaded in my car, and it comes on all the time. So mine is Volbeat, but Queen is a great choice there. Freddie Mercury is, what a voice.
And you if you just listen to either they got that blue and that red album, which are their compilation albums, it's just amazing the range of their songs, the Queen songs. So yeah.
Oh, we have some nominations. Treaty Oak Revival. I'm guessing that's a band. Cyborg says Kiss is his favorite band. Nick says AC/DC. I never got into Kiss. I mean, you like Kiss?
There's a couple songs that are okay, but yeah, they're I wouldn't even say they crack my top 10.
Oh, speaking of top 10, I'm in the top 10, but I am number 9. All right. So on the board still, coming up on the top 7. Okay, I'm number 8. The top 7, we have Batmax, E. Bailey, Canuckaroo. That's a fun name. Grizz Tony, TB76, B Silver, and Cyborg, who is in the chat. So let's wish him luck. Anybody else in the audience? Chiefs Life, you got a favorite band? Oh, Stones. The Stones.
Yeah. Stones.
You know who's another group that I found and I like everything I've heard from them I like is CCR, man. I don't know where they were my whole life.
Oh, I will get down on some CCR. I got a couple CCR records downstairs. Yeah, that I will. Yeah, I'll put those on anytime.
Heck yes.
In fact,
B Silver.
Fortunate Son was the song I played when I walked across the stage for my graduation in high school.
Oh, that's sick. They say something about Silver Spooners in that too.
Is Cyborg going to get the number 1 spot?
Yeah,
we've got some Fortunate Sons out there. Yeah, top 4. Here we go. Batmax, E. Bailey, Canuckaroo, and Cyborg. And it looks like it's E. Bailey. E. Bailey. Cyborg, top 3 pick, man. John Fogerty. Who's that?
Top 2 pick. He's got a top 2 pick.
I think I've heard that name before. Canuckaroo. All right, guys. Number 2, and by association, number 1. Batman.
Cyborg with the number 1 pick.
Nice.
Congratulations, Cy. And look at that guy in that picture, man. Negan, what a cool character. Chris, you chose this character out of the lineup. You like Negan?
Yeah, Negan's badass. And The Walking Dead is one of my favorite shows.
Hell yeah.
Purdue won.
I agree with you until Rick died. And then all the spinoffs after that, when I watch them, I like them, but I just can't get into them to where I want to watch them all the time. You know what I mean? So there we have our list, guys. We'll get your draft order situated. Big shout out to the winner of the freebie, which was E. Bailey, right? E. Bailey won the freebie tonight.
Yep.
All right, guys. So for participating in the Highlander game, E. Bailey got another $25 entry into a secondary league. We also had White Knight win one of these and a couple others from the previous leagues. We have a couple spots to fill for leagues 5 and 6, but go ahead and get in there and take your shot. Again, we're going to be in there, so you're 1 out of 15 shot at getting a BOGO there with your entry.
I don't think you put my name in this.
In this, let me see.
I definitely
no, you're
comment.
not there. All right. Good call. Sorry for Kristen. I'll tell you what, guys. You guys are good sports. Let's roll 2 of these. We're going to roll 1 right now for the people that paid attention to the direction. And if you're in the chat and your name is not on here, Craig, go ahead and put in the word madness, and we'll just add you to the list. Any parting words before we get out of here, Chris?
Good luck this weekend for your bracket challenge. I will be glued to the television set for the next 3 days.
Oh yeah, man, it's a good time. All right, I don't see anybody in chat that's not on the list that's typing in madness. So we'll just wrap it up there.
Wow, Iowa won too.
Wait, tonight?
Yeah, Iowa won. Yep.
Yes, Iowa to the Elite 8.
Geez, I didn't have either of them in my final 8, so it really didn't matter to me.
Did.
Yeah, that's good for us because I don't think anybody did, so that helps us out.
Yeah, just upsets. Zoobs, We haven't seen you in a while, man. I appreciate you sporting the Ballsville beanie. That's cool stuff. It's our first intro to merch. Hopefully more to come. Zach just says Purdue buzzer beater. Oh, man.
Yep.
We got to get back into these games, guys. Zoobs, you
More-
have anything before we get out of here?
No, hey, I'm glad to see everybody. Hopefully, I'll get on some more these podcasts moving on, and yeah.
All right, guys. I'm excited because I did have Purdue. So let's get back into this and start watching some basketball. For me and the crew, guys, good night. Make sure you get into these mini games. Make sure you get into the Highlander games. And once this posts, go ahead and comment Madness one more time, and we're gonna roll for free entries next week as well. For me and the crew, that's a wrap.